Ladies and gentlemen, we have a follow-up video to the Berrymans versus Seafoam video that I did. One of the most popular videos that I have done so far. And when I actually shot that thing, I didn't think it would actually go anywhere. I was just doing that more for me than anything. But I guess you guys wanted to see Seafoam versus Berryman. So right here, I'm going to show you. This is a fuel injector cleaner shootout. So we're going to go up against gas. We got Seafoam. We got Lucas fuel system cleaner. We got the Berrymans B-12. We have BG44K. And last but not least, Techron, Chevron Techron, complete fuel system cleaner. So the two major complaints that I got on this test was the fact that it was cold when I did this test. I didn't heat it up. Some of you guys said, well, my valves don't sit in this stuff for 10 days. Other you guys said, well, you didn't heat it up. The number one comment that I got was that it ate the gloves that I was wearing at the time. So I want to show you guys exactly the gloves that I was wearing. I picked these up from O'Reilly Auto Parts, SAS Safety Corp gloves, Ravens. These are probably one of the best gloves I've ever had the honor of wearing when I work on cars. But, so to prove to you that, yes, Berrymans ate the gloves, Seafoam didn't. We're going to get 6 gloves out here. And I'm going to pour the cleaners on each glove, and you guys can see for yourselves which one gets eaten into. After that, I have 6 valves here. These valves were taken off a 2007 Acura TL with a J-Series engine V6. There's not a lot of carbon on these valves like the last time I did the test, the first time I guess I did the test, but the carbon is here on the bottom. All right? So I'm going to be testing these valves for 24 hours. So we're going to do this test quick. It's not going to be a 10-day test. So one thing I want to address is the fact that I'm doing this test cold. But if this chemical, whatever chemical works best, I don't know out of all 6 of these, but whichever one works best, cold, just imagine what it'll do once it's heated up at the directions it's supposed to be used in, right? And I also know that, yes, you're not going to sit your valves in whatever in these fuel system cleaners for 24 hours, but I think it's a good test because it'll show you not only which one cleans the best, but it'll also show you if it cleans while it's cold. Just imagine what it'll clean when it's actually run through the system, run through the engine hot. Okay? So these valves were 173,000 miles on it. I want to show you the head that I pulled these from real quick so you can actually see the carbon that's built up on this. Get some of this stuff out of the way. Here's the head off the J-Series Honda Acura V6 that I pulled the valves from. These are the exhaust valves that I pulled. All 6 of them are right here. These are the intake valves. So I wanted to show you that, yes, there is a little bit of carbon on here. Not a whole lot, like I mentioned before. The first time I tested the Seafoam and the Berrymans, those valves had a lot of carbon on them. So the best place that I've seen to test these valves is at the very bottom. So all the valves came out of the same head. They're not pulled from different heads or engines. So I think that'll give us a true measure of which fuel system cleaner actually cleans the best. So I'm going to put a glove on each time, right? I'm going to pour a little bit of the fuel system cleaner onto my hand, and we're going to find out together whether each fuel system cleaner actually eats the glove or not, because the biggest comment I got on the last video was, oh, it ate your glove, it's going to eat my fuel system up. Well, let's find out together which cleaners actually eat gloves and which ones don't. Here's a Chevron Techron fuel system cleaner. Okay, pour a little bit onto my glove, brand new. You can see I pulled the seal off. Nope, not really eating my glove at all. Nothing. Okay, clean hand, clean, brand new glove. Next we'll do the BG44K fuel system cleaner, brand new. I don't think this one will eat the glove. I'm actually going to stick my finger in here, okay? Nope, not really doing anything to my glove. Not eating it, not dissolving the glove. Next, we got Berryman's B-12 Chem Tool Fuel System Cleaner. It cleans the entire fuel system. Brand new glove. Brand new bottle. Never been opened. So obviously we know this one's going to eat the glove because it did it last time. Yep. So yeah, I can feel it. It's just getting thinner. You can feel it getting thinner. Yeah, it's pretty compromised. The Berryman's compromises the glove. I mean, it shouldn't rip like that. So here's a brand new one. I'm pulling on it pretty hard. Nothing happens. So the Berryman's B-12 is compromising the glove. Another brand new glove. So in here we got the Lucas Deep Clean Fuel System Cleaner. Lucas Deep Clean, a real fuel system cleaner. Reduces emissions, improves fuel economy, treats up to 15 gallons. Stays crunchy in milk. You can see, brand new. Let's pop that open. See if the Lucas eats the glove. Very slippery. Almost smells like soap. Not very caustic at all. I'm going to pull on the glove a little bit, see if it rips. Nope. So Lucas Deep Clean Fuel System Cleaner does not compromise the glove. So that one seems to pass that test. Let's do the Seafoam. Brand new bottle. Well, we saw in the first video that Seafoam didn't affect the glove at all, so I don't think it'll affect it now. So far we've only seen that the Berryman's B-12 compromises this rubber glove. Okay, so the Seafoam didn't do anything to this glove. And then last but not least, we're going to do the gasoline. I'm not going to tell you where I got this gas from. Just know that it's regular unleaded. I'm thinking it's going to eat right through this glove. Okay, here's the gasoline. Well, Chevy me timbers. No, that's because I was trying to. Well, it kind of compromised the glove. Let's do this. So we got a brand new glove right here. I'm pretty sure it will probably eat this. So I'm just blowing it up. I'm going to pour some in here. So there's gasoline on the bottom of the glove. I'm going to tie this up like a balloon. We'll leave this off to the side and see how long it takes to actually compromise through the rubber. It's in there. Okay, let's get that out of the way. All right, so let's start this test. Like I said, I'm going to do this for 24 hours. We're going to drop the valves into the jars, and then we're going to pour in the cleaner, the fuel system cleaners, and we're going to use gas kind of as a base. So we have Techron Complete Fuel System Cleaner. We have the BG44K Fuel System Cleaner. We have the Berryman's B-12 Chem Tool. We're going to do the Lucas Deep Cleaning Fuel System Cleaner. We're going to do Seafoam, and we're going to do unleaded gas, regular unleaded gas. So let's get it on. I had to eat a lot of spaghetti and give my kid a lot of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to get all these jars. So like I said, these valves all came off the same engine. Just in case some of you guys are wondering, this gas is about a week old. I know there'll be the naysayers out there that probably think I should have filmed myself pouring the gas from the pump, but I didn't. This glove still hasn't leaked yet. Now we'll wait 24 hours and I will show you the results. I'm very interested to see what will happen. Siri, what is the date today?
It's Saturday, December 9th, 2017. It's 9:21 p.m.
I know I'm doing this test cold, but whatever the results we come out to find out together as a group, as a whole, obviously just think of how much better it'll work when it's actually run through the engine at temperature. Siri, what's the date?
It's Sunday, December 10th, 2017.
Siri, what time is it?
The time is 9:19 p.m.
As you can tell by Siri, it's been 24 hours, so we're going to pull the valves out, see what each one looks like. Here's the one that has the gas. The gas is still in there. Still in the glove. Let's start with a Techron. Grab this. Okay, so there's 6 valves there. Let's look at the Techron. See if I get any residue off here. These are all brand new paper towels. Get some carbon off. Let's check the BG44K. They'll have a nice like shimmer to them. Here's a Berrymans B-12. Wow, did it start eating the carbon? Wow. Huh. So hopefully you guys can see that, but there's like a, almost looks like a, oh, I don't even know what to call it. Kind of like the Berrymans was eating away at the valve. Not eating away, but eating away at the carbon. Has left a very distinctive pattern on there. So right here, there's a very distinctive line where the carbon's built up. I can feel that. When I look at the top of the valve, I hope you guys can see that. Almost looks like the Berrymans is starting to eat away at the carbon on the top. And also if you look at the bottom as well. Let's look at the Lucas. Lucas has a nice sheen to it, nice coating. The bottom of the valve looks pretty nice. So, that was a Lucas. Let's take a look at the Seafoam. Seafoam leaves a nice sheen on the valve as well. Also looks like it's kind of eating away at the carbon at the bottom. You can see right there. Right on the inside here by the S. I'm so hoping you guys can see that. Let's clean the top off. And let's look at the gasoline. Also, again, I'm seeing that same kind of pattern that I saw in the Berrymans. I'm seeing it right here. Almost like it's etching away at the carbon on top of the valve. You guys see that right there? I so hope that you guys can see that. It's all the way around the edge of the valve. So let me try to clean it up. Clean paper towel. Get a little bit of dirt off, a little bit of carbon off. I don't know how to call this, to tell you the truth. If we take a look at the paper towels, Techron seems to have quite a bit of carbon on the paper towel. So does BG44K. Berryman's not so much. Lucas has a lot of carbon here. Seafoam Seafoam has carbon on it as well, and so does the gas one. I don't know if I was to call it from just carbon, I would say either the BG44K or the Lucas. So here's the BG44K valve, up a little bit closer, more personal. It's starting to show that pattern as well on top of the valve, eating away the carbon that we saw in the gasoline and the Berryman's valve. Take a look at the Lucas. Let me show you the bottom of the valves. Techron, BG44K, Berrymans, Lucas, Seafoam, gasoline. Looking back, I wish I had found some valves that had a little bit more carbon on them. I know Chris Fix has a video about Seafoam and Lucas and Berrymans and some other fuel system cleaners as well. But I think the problem with his videos is the fact that he uses the same engine each time for each cleaner. So one cleaner goes in there, does a job. Next cleaner goes in there, does another job. He's just, I don't want to say he's compounding upon the problem, but he's just cleaning the same engine, where if it was a true test, you would find an engine. You'd actually almost need to find a baseline engine, two of the same cars that have the same amount of mileage, that use the same type of gas each time for 100,000 miles, and then run each, be that Lucas and Berryman's, run Lucas in one car, run Berryman's in the other, and then come and compare them with the borescope camera that he has. So that's why I try to get the valves out of the same engine. So I don't know how to call this, guys. I really don't. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Tell me which one looks the best, which one looks the worst, and which one you've had the most success with. This is not scientific by any means. This is just a backyard shade tree experiment on 6 different fuel system cleaners: gasoline, Seafoam, Lucas, Berryman's, BG44K, and Techron. I don't know, but I'm liking how the BG44K and the Lucas came out. So like I said, leave your comments below. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you can. I'm no scientist by any means. Just a simple guy that, hang out, likes to fix cars and buy tools. If you have found any of my videos helpful, please consider subscribing to Bundy's Garage on YouTube. Questions, comments, concerns, you can reach out to me at bundysgarage@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter, and like always, I'll keep them rolling for you.